It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1695, recorded Thursday, October 4th, 2018. Get your bike asset. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 new gadgets from Interbike. I have a new theme for my crappy corner, and this particular gadget lives up to the name. And we have a very interesting warehouse. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the Prime Minister of Gadgets, Dickie D. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing fine, Charles. Charles.
Right.
Oh, Chad.
We've been away for so long.
Oh, I know. So what do you think the price of the first object is? Roll it on, Johnny Olson. No, wait a minute. No, we are back.
Stick mic.
Live.
Woo.
If you're in the chat room.
I mean, it's been like
so
3
you have
weeks.
been. You're not done traveling, right?
No. Tomorrow I will be on a flight at 6 a.m., which means I gotta wake up at like 3 a.m. So yeah, no, we're still trucking. It's not until the big day, until the big Giz Wiz meetup, that it'll be my first free weekend. So not until then.
Okay, but for everybody, we are back to our Thursday schedule, probably until Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
At least at this end.
But hey, how was your time off? What'd you do?
Oh, let's see. I went to Reno. Okay, so I went to Interbike 2018. There are this was chock full of things to do. Then I went to the Luxury Technology Show. Next week I have 3 more gadgets from Interbike. Then there were 2 toy events, toys for the holiday events. Last night I went to the unveiling of the LG V40.
Ooh.
Chad, this is their new phone coming out, I think, at the end of October with 5 cameras.
Yeah. Listen, it's a lot of cameras. And the only thing that I have seen worse than that is, did you ever see the light camera?
No.
Okay, what I'm about to show you is not a Photoshop. This is exactly what the camera looks like. Look at that. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cameras, something like that on there.
Oh my God. And don't forget, were you around when we did the 360 ball?
Yeah. It was like crazy expensive that you were supposed to throw in the air.
It was 36 cameras, and you threw it in the air, and at its highest point, it shot all 36 pictures, and it was like $1,500, and then it went to $2,000, and then I said to the guy, "Is it 2,000?" And the guy said, "No, I made a mistake." I said, "Oh, that's what I thought." He said, "No, it's 3,000." I thought it was going the other way. And then the worst news of all was, if it does hit the ground, it does break. They were saying, "Oh, don't worry about it." Anyway. Yes, this has 5 cameras.
It's so rugged. It's no big deal. Also, we don't have a replacement program, and it probably will break.
Exactly. The one thing fascinating about the V40 is, if you're not sure what camera to use, you can hit a quick preview, and it quickly shows you all 3 views of what the 3 cameras can take. And if you still can't make up your mind, you just hit take all pictures, and now you have 3 different views of whatever it is. But it's too many cameras for me.
When it comes to technology, I tend to not like technology where I have to make up my mind. That tends to be kind of the issue. Is I like simple It knows. So
yes,
so, yeah.
yes, yes.
Well,
anyway.
I'll check out some reviews a little bit later. What was your impression? Good, bad, medium?
You know, it was just look at it and hand it to the next reporter. So, you know, it's a great looking, it's big, it's a 6.5 inches, and it's lightweight, and it's, you know, the screen is almost wall to wall. But I would really have to use it. It seems like it's too many things to do to me. But if they have a loaner program, I'll get one. If not, I'll just stick with the one that has 2 cameras on it.
Can you imagine? Giz Wiz record it. Listen, we could have a 5-camera setup. We could tell potential gadget, reviews. We always shoot with 5 cameras.
We
just show up with the cell phone like we normally do.
Exactly. And what was the most exciting thing that happened to you since?
The most exciting thing was I got to co-host the one single official Minecraft event of the year, and that was really, really fun. They sent me to Boston. We did a week of rehearsals. It was a live show.
Oh my God!
And everything
did you sing
went
and dance?
Fine. I wish, but no, we didn't.
Okay.
I did get to wear a ringleader's costume, which I get to keep.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let me see if there's
was that your garb for the whole show? Did you come out as a ringleader?
I had at least 3 costume changes, which is 4 costumes during the thing. It sounds more impressive than it is.
Oh, okay. Is it online?
It is. It's all online. Let me just give you a taste.
It's BonhamandBailey.com.
Exactly. They are actually out of business, but yes.
I know they are.
Here, let me see. There was a good tweet I saw from the Minecraft account. Oh, this is the normal Chad costume. This is the casual everyday Chad costume. But down here somewhere is the... There we go. This is the ring.
Oh my God! Oh wow!
Yeah, it was the Greatest Showman, basically, and we did a cool Minecraft building game with these blocks.
Oh wow!
And it was a grand time. It was fantastic. I had a great time, really good time.
And yet, ladies and gentlemen, he still comes back to do the dinky little Giz Wiz show.
I still bang my head against the wall whenever the computer won't update fast enough before the Giz Wiz. Absolutely. But yeah, so that was my fun, amazing week away.
Oh no, that's great. That's really great.
But it sounds like you have like content until 2019, basically.
I have at least the next 7 weeks of shows. So
that's awesome.
That part was good.
That's good. Well, we have a great episode today because not only do we have your gadgets, but we have the new theme, and it sounds like we have a really good warehouse too.
No, we did. It's a strange thing, but what got me was that I think he said it's new, but it dates back to the 1930s. It's kind of interesting. Well, you'll see it shortly. So we'll start. Interbike is a big show it was in Vegas. Now it's moved to Reno, and it's kind of for the high-end bike. It's not going to be the $98 bikes. It's going to be for high-end bikes and high-end gadgets and weird stuff. The first 2 we'll take a look.
Okay.
All right, so we're at In Motion. In Motion has some great stuff. And wait a minute, wait, where is she? What is she, on wheels or something? Oh my gosh, she is on wheels.
Whoa.
What are those?
So these are hover shoes.
Hover shoes?
Yes. They're self-balancing platforms, one for each of your feet.
Skates look like off feet. We have LEDs. So are they headlights or tail lights on them, or just running lights?
Just the lights that are on the side for accent, and it also shows the battery level. If it's green, it's on full. And so once you calibrate it, it'll change to white, which means it's now safe to get on the hover.
It's almost like an electric roller skate.
Oh my gosh. How fast can you go?
You can go up to 7 miles per hour.
And for how long?
The range range is 7 miles on one charge.
That is really great. And what is the weight limit?
The weight limit, the structural weight limit is about 260, but as the payload increases past, I would say, 200 pounds, you can see a decline in the performance.
And you charge them via USB, or how do you?
We actually, it comes with a charger, and it's a dual charger, so you can charge both at the same time.
Oh, I assume you sell them as a pair.
Yes. We sell them as a pair, including the charger, for $4.99.
$4.99.
We adjust your footing so that it stays where you are.
On a case-by-case basis.
Oh my gosh, Dick, you're braver than I am.
Oh my God.
I'm doing a terrible job. Imagine on 2. But it's really interesting how it figures out where your foot is and where your heel is. And you can go from there. I'm not going to go from there, but this is a great way to see what it looks like. And it's calibrated, and it's white because it is calibrated?
Yes. Yeah.
Go to New York!
Oh my gosh. First, woo.
So you put it up, and now
That is
it's
insane.
It turns okay. It's white, so it's balanced. So you're on a 3.5-inch wide tire, is what you're on.
That is insane. That looks magical, how it just levels itself and then stays there.
And they in the marketplace now?
Yes, they're available at www.myemotion.com.
Myemotion.com. What is this crazy guy? Oh, is that Jeff?
Yes.
And what is Jeff on?
Jeff is on our latest electric unicycle called the V10. And this V10 is actually...
Around while we talk about you. Well, we'll talk about you behind your back. So go ahead.
Yeah, so the V10, he's actually on the V10F, which is the extended range unicycle, which goes up to 60 miles on one charge and 25 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh.
I would not want to be on that at 25 miles.
There seems to be like a handle folded over the wheel.
Yes. So the handle is really there for when you're off the wheel and needing to push, because the wheel is about 43 pounds. You don't want to be lugging that around. When you use the handle to push it, it's actually weightless because of the self-balancing technology. And so you can roll it around with ease.
Oh my God, is that a battery indicator on the front?
Yes. It has a battery indicator, a headlight, a tail light, and a Bluetooth speaker, so you can play your music on it. And then you can also
so you can annoy the neighbors.
Yes, exactly.
Side as well.
Oh my gosh. That is really neat. Now, how much is that?
So that V10F retails for $15.99.
Okay, and is there another model other than the F?
Yes, so the
F you said is the
extended range.
Extended range, okay.
Without the extended range, V10 retails for $12.99.
$12.99. And the lights, you can turn the lights on and off if you don't want to show off?
Absolutely.
And availability of that?
It is actually on a wait list right now. We have a wait list of about 2 to 3 months.
Oh, okay.
So it's on back order.
Okay, on back order. So probably by early 2019.
Yeah, but it is a very popular wheel. A lot of enthusiasts really love it, and so that's why we have short of stock right now.
Okay, and same website as for the skates?
Exactly.
Okay. That is really great. It's great for seniors. No, that is super. Dickie Bartolo, Mads Metis Rider, and the Giz Wiz Interbike 2018. Finding really unusual stuff. Bye.
And that it's great for seniors and folks with inner ear balancing issues.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, you would do the hover skates, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, originally I was like, we've seen this before, Dick. We've seen the hoverboard until you pan down, and they're totally separate and independent.
It's like you cut a hoverboard in three pieces, left out the standing part, and each foot is on its own hoverboard.
That's incredible. I'm really, really, really impressed. And the price at $500, I would have thought this seems like new technology to me. So it seems like it would almost be more expensive. So
yeah, it's pretty clever. I mean, it's clever that when you first turn them on, the lights will be green, and depending on how many green lights there are, you know the battery charge. And then, as you saw, you flatten it out, and when it's flat, it lights up white that it's okay to get on. The thing is, you have to stand on it straight up, dead center.
Right.
And I kept stepping on it and either leaning forward or backwards. So the second I stepped on it, my one foot would be going in a direction.
It would zip off.
Yes, exactly. And that was with one. So, I mean, somebody much younger and more balanced than me would enjoy that. And that other thing, the unicycle, I couldn't believe it. I had to go back and look through the literature because I thought I said, didn't she say the range was 60 miles and
25 miles an hour?
And the range, this is the extended one, is 55 to 62 miles an hour for the extended range. And the other one has a range of 43 miles. That's still pretty good. A 43-mile range on one charge.
It's better than I can do. I mean, when you're talking about the hover skates, it sounded like you were saying my specs. It could only go for about 7 miles, only like 7 miles an hour. Like that's me actually. It starts to diminish in performance over 200 pounds. That sounds exactly like me. Wow, that is incredible. Sometimes there's a technology that I think, okay, yeah, I could see theoretically how all those parts fit together, but in such a small footprint.
Yeah, I know that little hover platform is quite unique.
Very unique. I mean, I would love to test it out, and especially if you're in a city or happen to have like a lot of walking that you have to do. Maybe you're in a corporate area that just has tons of walking between departments. I could really see how this would be fun to have around.
Yeah. Oh, now someone's saying that they're probably banned in some, probably big cities are going to ban them.
Yeah. Well, a lot of cities also are kind of doing the opposite.
Do they come with training wheels?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would need too.
The hover skates are the training wheels for the electric unicycle.
And I think that this is correct. I haven't really followed it, article by article. But if I remember, the hoverboards started becoming banned because they exploded because their batteries were so crummy. So if they can kind of corner the market that they're the only ones that have these and their batteries don't explode, that'd be pretty good. Hover shoes and electric unicycle.
Unicycles
in motion.
In motion. Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a look at a different kind of bike. Actually, I've never seen a bike like this in the city, but I'm sure they're really for the country. So let's take a look at cargo bikes. Hey, Dick DeBartolo, Maz Medist writer, and the Giz Wiz, One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. We're at Yuba Bikes. Now take a look at this. I'm talking to Katie here, and if you have a lot of stuff to carry, Yuba makes an incredible line of bikes. They've been doing it for more than 10 years, and you pick out a frame, and then you go through the catalog and you find out what you do. Is this sort of right?
Exactly. You find the accessories that are going to fit your lifestyle for the bike that also fits your lifestyle.
So in this one, we have shopping.
This is a great family bike. This is the electric Boda Boda. So it has a compact cargo space in the back that will fit up to 2 kids. And then you can add it on with a bread basket and you can put your groceries in it. That rear cargo space fits about 220 pounds. So get creative on what you want to put back.
You know what? You don't want the kids and the dog to get wet. What can you do about that?
You can upgrade and get the electric Supermarché with the rain canopy accessory. This is brand new.
This is great.
And it has a ton of vents. You can pull these sides back so you're not going to get, blown around if it's a windy day, and then you can pull them down if it's really rainy. And this front area on the electric Supermarché holds 220 pounds of cargo. So that's dogs, maybe a whole front load of puppies, 2 kids, groceries, and the electric motor is a Bosch motor, so that means it can handle a lot of torque. So that's great for heavy loads, going up hills, think San Francisco style hills.
You can do almost anything in this bike.
That is amazing. And can you give me an idea of like the basic price on up to what you could spend?
Exactly. So the basic price for this bike, the electric Supermarché, is going to be $59.99. And then anything on top of that will be an accessory that you're going to get. So for example, this rain canopy is going for $250.
How about if you don't want an electric model, the lowest price pedal?
So if you don't want an electric model, prices do vary depending on lifestyle. The Supermarché pedal is going to be $27.99.
$27.99. I like this a lot.
Before I forget, we would love to show how many kids you can actually fit in the
Oh, okay, let's do that. Okay, our cameraman here, no, that's okay.
So they have
Right,
really small employees.
We're free to go. Oh, there's a hidden bike. We're going to the hidden bike, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, look at this. So this is one kid back here?
Yes. So Yuba has made this bike super unique with this mini cargo space in the back that can work with a kid seat, and that can fit about 80 to 90 pounds. So you're looking at having, one of the kiddos in the back, and then if you opt for the bamboo box accessory, you can get a bench seat with 2 little seat belts and a padded seat so you can fit 2 kids in the front, 1 in the back, and still have room for your groceries.
If this had come out 2 years ago, I would have been back in school and I could have ridden in one. Dick Bartolo, Mazmatis Rider in the Giz Wiz. Bye.
That is a lot of bike.
Yes. Someone's saying it must be heavy. This is not the kind of bike you buy and then carry up to the 3rd floor to your apartment.
No. You got to have at least a bottom floor apartment.
Yes, exactly. And hopefully a garage that you can... but I knew there were cargo bikes, but I never thought about cargo bikes that carries 3 kids and your groceries.
Yeah. This is what you would replace with the your car with, is instead of getting a car that can hold a few kids, if you're in an area where bikes make sense, just get a bike.
Yeah, in a almost a warm year-round climate kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is like
kind of fun.
Like the vacation lifestyle is what I would like, Yeah. I live in an area that I can just bike around. I throw my kids on the back of the bike. I go get my groceries, come back on the bike. Yeah, that's
Charlie.
Like
you think would Charlie get in one of those and stay in it, you think?
Or kegs, if you just
kegs.
carry some kegs around.
Well, yeah, we'll get that for the meetup.
That's what we need. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sure Charlie would. I'm terrified of Charlie in the car. Poor dog. I keep the windows fully rolled up, never let him poke his head out. Yeah, sure. Have a fun time. He would love it, I'm sure. Yeah, Yuba Bikes.
Yuba Bikes is where you can find that stuff. And our final guy for this week, I have 3 more for next week. Talk about the ultimate way to sit on your bike is possibly this. Hey, when you hear the word reform, I know it makes you think of your school days. Well, it's Dick Bartolo at Interbike 2018. We have a lot of people here who buy bikes. They want everything to be exactly right for them. And one of the things is the saddle. It was a seat before I got to the bike show. Now it's a saddle. And Blake here is going to tell us how to make a saddle that is really customized. How do you do that?
Well, the way we're doing it is we're actually thermo-fitting it to the rider who's going to ride it, is the basic idea.
How do you thermal fit it to the person?
So the way we thermo fit it is we're actually going to heat the saddle up and live mold it to their unique anatomy on their own bike.
Are they sitting on the bike as you heat it up?
Not only are they sitting on their bike, they're actually going to be pedaling on their bike. It's a very simple process, takes about 20 minutes. We get the saddle on your bike, get your bike in a trainer. We then plug it in right underneath the nose of the saddle, and the built-in heating element is actually going to activate the carbon frame of the saddle itself, and it's going to be basically malleable at that point. We unplug it after 2.5 minutes, and you ride in the trainer for a further 15 minutes, As it cools, your sit bones, and you're basically going to punch out windows where you interface with the saddle.
Something happening here.
Exactly. This is sort of a live view of what's happening while you're riding the saddle. This is a before molding and an after molding. And that's about it. It's a pretty quick little video clip there. But it's actually the Jabiamizing system, and we used it to sort of help visually show that we are making a difference to people's comfort and the pressure points on their saddle.
That is amazing. Now, so you have to go to a bike dealer to do this?
Ideally, you do want to go to a bike dealer to get it done. Working with a fitter gets the saddle in the best position on your bike, giving you the most...
Is the fitter is the guy at the bike store? You don't send somebody in, right?
Exactly. The fitter will be the guy at the bike store. So any bike shop staff can handle this. So long as you get the saddle close to the right position, the molding process takes care of the rest.
Okay. And the heating element is built in?
Yes, built right in.
And what is this on the desk here?
So this is the actual AC adapter, and this is going to run the power through the saddle itself.
Okay, so it's not a tremendous amount of power.
It's not a tremendous amount of power, and we are heating it to a pretty high temperature, because I mean, you don't want to be a cyclist from Arizona leaving your bike in the car while you go grab a beer and come back and have it melted on you. So we've got to kick the heat pretty high so we can do this so it doesn't actually remold itself when you don't want it to. But
Okay.
This is the AC adapter that runs the current through the saddle. It's designed to shut it off when it's ready to go, so you're not going to overcook it. And everything is kind of designed. It's designed to be very simple and straightforward, so anyone can do it.
Amazing. And the retail price on that?
Retail price on the saddle is $350 through your local retailer, and you're looking at $400 if you want to buy basically the converter and do it yourself at home. So we are encouraging people to go see their retailers, get into their local neighborhood bike shop.
Of course, they would know more about how to form fit it to your behind.
Exactly, that's the idea. And I mean, seeing a bike fitter, their role in all this is making sure your saddle is in the optimal position before you even mold it. So that's really giving you the best possible chance of having the most comfortable ride.
Amazing. I think it's great. Dick DiBartolo, Mads Metis Rider, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater, Interbike 2018.
Wow. This guy has the gift of polite gab. when your whole business is seats for your seat.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And someone's saying $50 for the AC adapter. Well, the backstory is they want to drive traffic to the store.
Right.
And that's why they figured if we sell you the AC adapter for $10, you'll just do it at home. But in reality, they would like somebody who has a little bit of training to make sure you're sitting on your bike correctly. Right. And I did ask, I said, suppose you put on some weight or suppose you're on a diet, you can go back and they can reform it to your new butt sum.
That was what I was really wondering was, are you able to reform it? Interesting. Very
and they
cool.
Wouldn't get,
and it's a classy looking seat.
It is. This is actually version 2. I think they introduced it 2 years ago, but it was big and clunky, and now they managed to get it really, it's leather,
cool.
And it's very slim. And also the heating element is also built in there. They didn't give me an actual temperature, but as the guy said, is you have to make it so that if the guy forgets his bike in the sun in Arizona, he can't come back and find the seat melted. So it has to be...
It'd be sad to have a droopy seat.
A droopy seat, yeah. Or God forbid you sit on it and it reforms when you don't want it to.
Yeah.
But it's cleverly worked out, wildly expensive. But then again, at this show, some of the bikes were $8,000 and $10,000. So
right.
Someone might say, "Oh, what? It's only $350 for a seat picture." So anyway,
yeah, very, very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
And this kind of went by a little fast, but you can see the hot spots are a lot more intense on the non-formed seat.
Exactly. So there's no thing that, I guess the red thing is it's almost hitting your bone, and then after it's molded, it's much more uniform with no big blotches. Yeah, I mean, if you have tons of money and you bike 50 miles a day, it's probably worth it, this kind of thing.
Absolutely. Cool. Well.
All right. Yeah, I'll have 3 more things next week, probably a little more down to earth.
Yeah, exactly. This is for the bike aficionados. Okay, there needs to be a Lexus and Mercedes, maybe even a Lamborghini for the bike crowd.
Exactly.
Cool. With that,
okay,
it's
time for.
No, you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
I'm gonna hide it for just a moment.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the new
October's theme, and the options were between one-handed gadgets, video game gadgets, and Halloween gadgets. Now, I struggled if I should put Halloween gadgets on there because we've done it now for a few years in a row. I remember even with Jeff Needles, we went out. That's how we found the original disco light, which has
gosh, yes,
wildly popular. Last year, I remember we did.
I have one on here. I have one
exactly
behind me. Yeah,
exactly. We did the hide and eek telephone thing as well.
Have it on that shelf
that you loved. So I kind of debated whether to put Halloween gadgets on the list because we've definitely done it before. But apparently you guys love it because that took it away, 45% of the vote with Halloween gadgets. So once again, we're going to be covering some Halloween gadgets for the Halloween holidays here in the USA. I'm not sure if Halloween is covered all over the globe. But anyway, so this is my first Halloween gadget for October. And I'm just gonna play the video. It's just what I'm gonna do. So we'll see the video. We'll see it all in the video. Hey Diggy D, so here we are in another echoey room. Seems like that's a theme. But this month's theme is Halloween. So we are here with the Spin-A-Song. You know it has to be a high quality product. No dirty jokes here because it's from Hallmark. Wonderful Hallmark. So basically you add this to your toilet roll, and then as you pull the roll, it will make a song. So the first thing you gotta do is pull this out. Wow, holy cow. And I think you can test it. Okay, now we'll pull it out of the packaging.
Oh, that's better. I like the sound effect.
It's still wanting to make some noise. I was wondering if, so there is a, oh my gosh. There we go. There is an on and off switch, luckily.
Oh, okay.
Now there is a remove tab here. I'm not really sure what this means, to remove. It just says remove on it. Like I need to remove this before I put it onto, yeah, it seems like I have to remove this somehow. Okay, so we just tore that piece off. There's no instructions on how to get rid of it, so there's just a little bit of an extra piece there. But we couldn't get the roll on with it still on, so I just turned it on. We're gonna fit this on into the roll. We're gonna remove the previous one, and wait a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked out. What on earth? It's like, is it spring loaded? How does this work?
Oh no. Oh.
So it won't spring back to keep the roll in place. The on-off switch is buried inside of here. I can't turn it down. Oh my gosh. I don't know what we did. So it won't spring out enough.
It's at the end of it?
No, I don't know what is going on anymore. Shush. Okay, there we go. I found the button. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's off. I may have to look at this a little bit more detailed. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so it sometimes locks, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. This is turning out to be a crummier and crummier gadget. Oh shoot, I forgot to hit the on button. Okay. And there we go. It does not feel secure at all. So now it would lay there until an unsuspecting victim comes by and pulls some toilet paper. This does not feel secure. This is like, it could fall at any moment. This is not in there very well, I will have to say. This is a crappy gadget for sure. While trying to record this, I think I've heard every single song it plays, and it's not a whole bunch. I think there was a fart in the middle of that song, and then that's really, those are the two songs it plays. There's a third song. Okay, well, not really a big fan of the, of the Haunted Toilet Paper Roll by Hallmark, also known as a Spin-a-Song. Pretty crummy gadget, if you ask me.
Okay. What did it cost? What did it cost?
So the cost was $10. Cost $10, free shipping with Amazon. Now, after a little bit of moving it around, I was able to kind of get a much more, like, reliable spring action. I think that removed, by the way, 0 instructions at all on how you're supposed to remove that thing, or even how you're supposed to troubleshoot the thing. But it's now much more reliable in its spring action, which is good. This would feel a lot more secure on the thing. Eventually it just kind of, well, sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. It is available on Amazon. It's $10. Now the reviews on Amazon were pretty okay. And I think this is part of the Spin-a-Song theme, like, so you can see there's, this is just a song thing. This one, there's a Santa version. So that's why it's Spin-a-Song, and this is specifically the Halloween-themed Spin-a-Song. So, $10, free shipping, wait, is it Prime? I may have to log in. No, I'm logged in, so it's not Prime, but it is free shipping. So, there you have it. Our first crappy gadget for the crapper. Just fell apart again. There's 2 pieces here.
Oh, actually, I did guess it then, right?
Yeah, you did.
I said gadgets for the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one, that's a gadget for the bathroom.
Yep. Let's get this thing out of here. Okay, that's gone. There we go. Now it is time for Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
Okay, so when I first started watching our video from our email of the week from Princess Willie, I thought, well, this is strange. But then as he started talking about it, I thought, wow, that is really quite something. So let's take a look at our email of the week viewer video.
Hey, Dick and Chad, this is Princess Willie coming at you with my Gadget Warehouse. So I'm really into fountain pens. In fact, I have a bunch just kind of sitting around me right now. And I recently found this on eBay and was really instantly interested. So this right here is a brand new revolutionary top-of-the-line bottle of Schaefer's Script number 42 washable blue writing fluid. It ran me 29 cents. Oh, sorry, actually it was $13.50. That inflation though. So based on the pricing, it looks like this bottle was from the 1930s, making it almost an antique. Now, the reason I paid as much as I would for a new bottle of ink is because there was actually still ink in it.
Ooh.
So, despite there being ink in it, what really drew me into buying one of these bottles was just the uniqueness of it. In the 1930s, Schaefer started producing bottles with a built-in inkwell, allowing you to get the last few drops out of your bottle and into your fountain pen by tilting it to the side. So you can see the inkwell there on the side, and you just tilt it like this, and it fills right up. And it tapers to the end, so it's really easy to fill your fountain pen. So I'm just going to take my Jinhao 9009 here, which is actually a knockoff Chinese pen brand. And I'm just going to empty this out into here so that I can show you how easy it is to fill it up using this cool little inkwell. So you stick it in right there, and you suck it on up, and there you go. So I actually found that I really liked this ink. Here we go. It's a nice light blue-gray color, and it washes right off of your hands or your clothes with water. So I'm just gonna write a little thing here. Alright. So that's my Schaefer script bottle, the best gadget in my warehouse, and I hope to see you two real soon.
That is awesome! And that's what it looks like written on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? They probably wouldn't do that today because they would say, no, let people waste ink. Why let them get the last little bit out of the bottle?
Exactly.
Don't you think that's what they would do?
Exactly. And I feel ignorant because he's like, look how simple that was. I don't know the alternative. You know, it's like,
oh, the
I don't know
alternative was
how
to try and get it. We'll hold the bottle,
shove it in, and then get ink
and then tilt the bottle and try and get the last bit of. I don't think I've ever had. I don't know if I had a fountain pen. Anyway,
I actually went through a phase where I loved fountain pens. This is like in high school into college, and someone came out with a disposable fountain pen. Vanguard was the name of them. And I loved them because you could kind of easily, it was all contained, you couldn't refill them, but you could throw them in your backpack, take them out and write with a fountain pen. And I loved the ink. I just loved how much easier it was to write with a fountain pen, how the ink could kind of just easily be vibrant and nice on the page. And yeah, and then I had a whole bunch that took little cartridges, so you'd buy cartridges, and no two cartridges were ever the same, so you'd have to get the specific cartridge for the specific pen. And yeah, so I actually really, really like fountain pens, but you just never really got into it to get stuff from the 1930s, so I'm intrigued, very intrigued.
Yeah, that's a really, really neat. So, Princess Willie, I assume you live in the U.S. Drop me an email with your address. You'll get a Mad Magazine. You'll get one of those 35, I guess they're 38-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures for your video. And we're always looking for more videos. I think we have one left. And it's great when it comes from somebody new who hasn't sent in a video. And it can be about anything. I mean, if someone said, I'm going to send in a video about a bottle of ink, you would go, what? But then when you see the video and realize it was from the 1930s.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And
that they
it
built
looks like
a little.
Nick with a C did find, I think I said Vanguard. Their Varsity was the brand.
Oh my
but this is
gosh.
Them. These are little disposable fountain pens. Loved these things. Love them. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Oh, and it's from Pilot. I guess Pilot bought the company.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Pilot.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so make a little video like Princess Willie did, 2 to 3 minutes. Put it on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu when you click upload. You can click unlisted if you only want people with the URL to see it. And send us that URL, and it goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we use it on the show, and my gosh, we're using almost every single one of them, just make sure we can hear you, see you, and it's in the horizontal frame. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. Perfect.
With that, let's move on to the letter.
Here come the letters, your lovely letters. Here come the
And you have two photos?
I
Did you
do.
get
I
those?
do.
You do. Okay. So the email of the week says, "Hi, Dick and Chad. I was staying at a hotel in New York City, the Hotel Indigo on the Lower East Side, in case you were curious. And I thought of you guys when I saw this on the water dispenser in the gym. Since apparently everything needs to have some fancy made-up technology, I laughed when I was getting some water and read that this machine has pure water technology. Let me tell you, it made a huge difference. It was magically pure and delicious. The best I ever had. I was energized. It purified my taste buds. I'm just kidding. It tasted like water.
Tasted like the tap.
Like the tap. Adam Jakowenko. Jakowenko. Adam, I'm sorry. Adam, that's very funny.
Very funny.
Thank you. That's very funny. He's right. It is just ridiculous.
With H2O technology.
With H technology.
It's like, that's not technology. That's just physics.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anything
we
can
take
be technology.
we take water and we add water to make drinking water. Perfect.
Yeah, some technology I'd be worried about too is if it was pure water technology that required a filter that needed to be changed every so often, and they forgot to change it. You know, I'd be worried about that technology, that old technology. Very, very funny. Okay, yeah, chemistry, not really physics. I don't know what I'm saying about H2O. Good letter, Adam. I want to remind you guys that there is a meetup happening in October this month. We've been talking about it for months. October 21st from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. at Disneyland Studios, New York, New York. You guys can head on over there. Head on over to gizwiz.biz to find out more. Click on Dick's blog and log, and please RSVP if you plan on showing up. That'd be very polite and nice. If you can't make it, no big deal. We're having a virtual meetup here at the Giz Wiz studio here in Dallas. So you can just check out gizwiz.tv on the day, and we'll be hanging out with everybody in the chat room, hanging out with people who sit there in the hot seat. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you can make it, please do.
If it's a glorious day, I'll also put a drop cam in the backyard.
Perfect.
So that you can see it all.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com. You guys support the show every single week. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support. If you guys like the show, please consider giving back. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Please, I'll be able to talk later in another episode. Just keep supporting. Thank you guys so much for your support so far. You guys are absolutely awesome. And if you enjoy the show, please consider giving back. If Patreon's not your deal, you don't want to give reoccurring, you just want to give once or just use PayPal, you can head on over to our Patreon page on our website, gizwiz.tv, and click the PayPal link at the bottom of the page. Also, don't forget to play What the Heck Is It? The game show online where you get to participate in figuring out what this gadget is. Here it is, the whole gadget. Nothing but the gadget. This is obviously this is a way to make pills at home. It's a personal pill dye maker. If you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There's 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for hilarious, funny, clever, interesting, and thoughtful answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Gizwiz.tv is where our home for this podcast is. You can watch the show every Thursday, which should be correct moving forward.
Yes, for a while.
Every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And please join the chat room if you join us live. Or you can subscribe on iTunes or any podcatcher of your choice, and on YouTube as well. I don't know what is happening at the end of this show when it comes to how I'm talking. That's it. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.